Hello friend, welcome back to a new video on AB coins. The Liberty, Standing Liberty, Quarter, a beautiful and iconic American coin minted in the early 20th century. This guide includes history, design, geography, mints, circulation and uncirculated condition info, and mint marks. The Standing Liberty Quarter replaced the Barber Quarter in 1916 as part of a wider design update across U.S. silver coinage. It was created during a time of national pride and growing U.S. presence on the world stage, especially amid World War. The 2016 Standing Liberty Quarter is a commemorative coin issued by the United States Mint to mark the 100th anniversary of the original Standing Liberty Quarter, designed by Herman A. McNeil. This special edition was struck in 24-karat gold and was not intended for circulation. In 2016, 5 different quarters were released as part of the America the Beautiful Quarters program, which ran from 2010 to 2021. These coins honor national parks and sites across the U.S. Each 2016 quarter honors a unique site in a different state. Common to all ATB quarters, George Washington profile, designed by John Flanagan, modified by William Cousins. Inscriptions: Liberty, Indiana, God We Trust, United States of America, $quarter, and mint mark. Found in general commerce. Mints: Philadelphia, P, Denver, D. Condition: varies, typically worn. Value: face value, 25 cents, unless in exceptional condition. Higher quality, not released for general use. Mints: Denver, D, Philadelphia, P, and San Francisco, S. Sold in mint sets or rolls. Value: $0.75 to $1.50 each depending on condition and design. High-quality coins made for collectors. Struck at San Francisco Mint, S. Clad proof, copper-nickel, standard composition. Silver proof, 90% silver, in special sets. Clad proof, $1 to $3 each. Silver proof, $4 to $6 plus each. Higher for perfect grades, PR69/PR70. Coins in MS67 plus condition can fetch $10 to $25 plus individually. Proof 70 coins, perfect grade, from grading services like PCGS/NGC are valued higher, especially in silver. Popular among ATB set collectors. Silver proof sets are more sought after and valuable over time. Would you like a visual guide for each of the 5 quarters from 2016 or help finding their value based on grade? The next step: 1980 Liberty $quarter coin, also known as the Washington Quarter, with its history, minting information, geographical mint locations, circulation versus uncirculated conditions, proof values, and a script of minimum 6 lines about it. Coin name: Washington Quarter, Liberty Quarter. Denomination: 25 cents, $quarter. Obverse: Portrait of George Washington, by John Flanagan. Word: Liberty. Motto: In God We Trust. And date: 1980. Reverse: Eagle with wings spread, perched on a bundle of arrows with 2 olive branches below. Inscription: United States of America, E pluribus unum, and $quarter. First introduced in 1932 to commemorate the 200th birthday of George Washington. The 1980 version continues the same design used since 1932, with no major changes to composition or imagery at that time. It was produced for general circulation and also in proof versions for collectors. The 1980 quarter was minted in 3 locations, each denoted by a mint mark. Philadelphia, no mint mark. Denver, D. San Francisco, S. Proof coins only. Metal: copper-nickel clad, outer layers of 75% copper and 25% nickel, bonded to a core of pure copper. Diameter: 24.3 millimeters. Weight: 5.67 grams. Edge: reeded. Value: 25 cents to $0.35 depending on wear. Easily found in pocket change. Has moderate to heavy wear. Grades: MS60 to MS67 plus. MS60 value, $1.00. MS65 plus value, $10 to $20 plus. Higher grades with full strike and luster bring more value. Minted only in San Francisco for collectors. Struck using specially polished dies for mirror-like surfaces. 1980 S-clad proof value, $2 to $8 depending on condition and cameo contrast. Graded PF69 or PF70 DCAM, deep cameo. Examples can be worth $20 to $50 plus. Here's a sample script suitable for educational or collection presentation. The 1980 Liberty Quarter, commonly known as the Washington Quarter, continues the historic design first issued in 1932. Struck in Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco, this coin features George Washington's profile and a heraldic eagle. It's made of copper-nickel clad, designed to withstand everyday circulation wear. Philadelphia quarters bear no mint mark, while Denver and San Francisco coins show D and S respectively. Proof versions from San Francisco are prized by collectors for their brilliant, mirror-like finish. Though common in circulated form, high-grade uncirculated and proof versions have significant numismatic value. If you want, I can help you identify or appraise a specific 1980 quarter you own. Just upload a photo of both sides. The 2006 Liberty Quarter dollar coin is not a single coin but rather part of the 50 State Quarters program, a landmark initiative launched by the United States Mint to honor each of the 50 U.S. states with a unique design on the reverse side of the quarter. This program, which began in 1999 and concluded in 2008, released 5 quarters each year in the order the states ratified the Constitution or were admitted to the Union. The 2006 release overview: in 2006, 5 quarters were released, representing the following states: Nevada, January 31st. Nebraska, April 3rd. Colorado, June 14th. North Dakota, August 28th. South Dakota, November 6th. Each coin features the standard obverse design of George Washington, designed by John Flanagan, with the inscriptions: United States of America. Liberty. In God We Trust. Quarter dollar. The reverse designs vary per state, offering insight into each state's unique culture, geography, and heritage. Reverse design: 3 wild mustangs galloping across a valley, snow-capped mountains, and sagebrush. Inscriptions: Nevada, the Silver State, 1864, and E pluribus unum. Geography: reflects the wild and free spirit of Nevada's vast desert terrain and its rich mining history. Historical significance: a tribute to Nevada's role in silver mining and its iconic wild horse populations. Reverse design: chimney rock with a covered wagon in the foreground. Inscriptions: Nebraska, 1867, E pluribus unum. Geography: Chimney Rock was a key landmark on the Oregon Trail. Historical significance: symbolizes westward expansion and pioneer history. Reverse design: Rocky Mountains with evergreen trees. Inscriptions: Colorado, 1876, colorful Colorado, E pluribus unum. Geography: emphasizes the majestic Rocky Mountain landscape. Historical significance: reflects Colorado's natural beauty and tourism appeal. Reverse design: 2 American bison grazing near a rugged butte. North Dakota, 1889, E pluribus unum. Geography: illustrates the state's grasslands and badlands. Historical significance: pays homage to the importance of bison and the state's open ranges. Reverse design: Mount Rushmore surrounded by a ring-necked pheasant in flight and wheat heads. Inscriptions: South Dakota, 1889, E pluribus unum. Geography: highlights both natural and man-made landmarks. Historical significance: Mount Rushmore is a national monument, the pheasant is the state bird. The quarters were minted in 3 facilities. Philadelphia, P. Denver, D. San Francisco, S. Proof coins. Circulation strike quantities. Each state quarter had average circulation mintages of 250 million to 350 million from Philadelphia and Denver. The coins are made of clad composition, 91.67% copper and 8.33% nickel. Circulated coins will show typical wear, smoothing of detail, tarnishing, and possible edge nicks. These coins are common in everyday change and hold face value unless in high-grade condition. These are coins never used in commerce and may retain mint luster. Graded on the Sheldon scale from MS 60 to MS 70. Value: MS 63, $1, $3 each. MS 65, $4, $10. MS 67 plus, $15 to $100 plus, depending on rarity and demand. Struck in San Francisco with mirror-like surfaces. 2 main types. Clad proof, standard. Silver proof, 90% silver, 10% copper. Proof set values, 2024 market. Clad proof set, 5 coins $8, $15. Silver proof set, 5 coins $25, $40, depends on silver spot price and condition. While these coins are not typically rare, high-grade examples, especially with perfect certification like PCGS or NGC MS 70 or PR 70, can fetch premium prices. Full sets in original government packaging, OGP, remain popular for display and educational purposes. The 50-state quarters program remains one of the most successful numismatic programs in U.S. history, sparking widespread interest in coin collecting among Americans of all ages. The 2006 Liberty $quarter coins not only represent monetary units but also encapsulate historical moments, geographical wonders, and cultural pride. Whether admired for their artistry or collected for investment, these quarters form a vibrant chapter in the story of American coinage. Would you like this formatted as a printable document or a presentation? I can also provide coin grading guides or help you check the value of specific coins you own. The 1990 Liberty $quarter, more accurately known as the 1990 Washington quarter, is a part of one of the most iconic and enduring coin series in United States history. Bearing the familiar image of George Washington on the obverse and the heraldic eagle on the reverse, this coin is a representative of late 20th century American coinage, produced at a time of economic growth, evolving minting technology, and a surge of collector interest. The Washington quarter was first introduced in 1932 to commemorate the 200th anniversary of George Washington's birth. Designed by sculptor John Flanagan, the coin quickly became a mainstay in U.S. coinage and replaced the standing Liberty quarter. By 1990, the Washington quarter had been in circulation for 58 years, and the design had remained relatively unchanged, save for minor modifications and evolving minting techniques. It wasn't until 1999 that the reverse would change with the release of the 50-state quarters program. The year 1990 itself saw the U.S. undergoing the tail end of the Reagan-Bush era, a shift in global politics with the collapse of the Berlin Wall the year before, and a stable economy. Coin production remained strong, and no major coin design changes occurred this year. Obverse, front features a bust of George Washington, facing left, based on a 1786 bust by Jean-Antoine Houdon. The inscriptions include Liberty. In God We Trust. The mint year, 1990. Reverse, back displays a heraldic eagle with wings spread, clutching a bundle of arrows, with olive branches beneath. Inscriptions include United States of America. E pluribus unum. $quarter. This design remained in place until the introduction of the state quarters program in 1999. The 1990 Washington quarter was minted at 3 facilities. Philadelphia Mint, P. No mint mark. Mintage, approximately 613,792,000. Location, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Denver Mint, D. D. Mint mark. Mintage, approximately 927,638,181. Location, Denver, Colorado. San Francisco Mint, S. Proof coins. S. Mint mark. Mintage, proof around 3,299,559. Location, San Francisco, California. These coins were not intended for circulation but were made specifically for collectors. Most 1990 Washington quarters were heavily circulated, especially those from the Philadelphia and Denver mints. Typically worth face value, 25 cents, if heavily worn. Lightly circulated coins might bring 30 cents to 50 cents depending on quality. Common uses, these coins were used for general transactions and saw circulation throughout the 1990s and early 2000s. Worn details, especially on Washington's hair and the eagle's feathers. Possible contact marks, nicks, and tarnish from circulation. Uncirculated coins, especially those graded MS-60 and above, are valued higher due to their pristine condition. MS-60 to MS-70, with MS-70 being perfect. Coins graded MS-65 or higher are considered choice uncirculated or better. MS-60, MS-63, $1 to $3. MS-64, MS-65, $3 to $10. MS-66 Plus, can range from $15 to $40 plus, depending on quality and demand. Top graded, MS-67, MS-68 rare and can command $100 to $500 plus, especially with sharp strikes and no visible flaws. Proof coins from 1990 were made with extra care, struck multiple times on specially polished blanks. Not intended for circulation, these were sold in proof sets. Standard clad proofs, copper-nickel most common. No silver proof quarters were minted in 1990. PR60, PR63, $1, $3. PR64, PR66, $4, $7. PR67, PR69, $8, $15. PR70 DCAM, deep cameo can sell for $30 to $100 plus, depending on demand and grading service. The 1990 quarter is not rare, but it holds numismatic interest in high grades and perfect proof conditions. It is common in circulated form, but certified MS67 Plus or PR70 DCAM coins are sought after. Not a key date in the series, but high-grade coins can be good long-term investments due to condition scarcity. Even though these coins are common, the 1990 Washington quarter is the last in the series to be made before a major national push toward the state quarters program began preparation behind the scenes in 1991 to 1992. The 1990 Liberty quarter is a humble but historic coin, part of a lineage that stood as a pillar of American commerce for nearly 70 years. While millions were minted and most still trade hands today for face value, those in top condition, especially certified mint state or proof versions, continue to draw the attention of collectors. Whether it jingles in your pocket or shines in a coin slab, the 1990 quarter is a piece of modern American numismatic history. Would you like a printable version of this script or a breakdown into collectible guide format? The 2021 Liberty Quarter Dollar, also known as the 2021 Washington Quarter, since it still features George Washington on the obverse. However, 2021 is a special year for U.S. quarters due to a major design change. Let's break this down in sections. Coin name, 2021 Quarter Dollar, George Washington / Crossing the Delaware. Face value, 25 cents. Composition, copper-nickel clad, copper-nickel. Diameter, 24.26 millimeters. Weight, 5.67 grams. Edge, reeded. Mint marks P, Philadelphia, D, Denver, S, San Francisco. Design, portrait of George Washington. Designer, John Flanagan, original design modified slightly over the years. Design note, same basic portrait used since 1932, but modified multiple times. Design, George Washington crossing the Delaware River. Designer, Benjamin Sowards. Designer, Michael Gaudioso, engraver. Significance, commemorates the famous moment from the American Revolution on the night of December 25 to 26, 1776. Note, this design replaces the America the Beautiful, ATB, series that ended in early 2021. The 2021 Crossing the Delaware quarter was widely circulated. Mintages. Philadelphia, P2 20 million plus. Denver, D2 30 million plus. San Francisco, S, proof, 1 million, non-circulating. Circulated coins, face value, 25 cents. Uncirculated rolls, BU can be worth more to collectors, especially high-grade coins. Graded MS67 Plus, rare and potentially valuable, $25 to $100 plus depending on demand. Proof coins, higher value due to minting process and low mintage. Silver proof, higher still due to silver content, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, P. Denver, Colorado, D. San Francisco, California, S, primarily for proof and collector coins. Obverse. Liberty. In God We Trust. 2021. Reverse. United States of America. E pluribus unum. Quarter dollar. Crossing the Delaware. If you want, I can help you identify whether your quarter is regular strike, proof, or silver proof. Just send a picture, and I can walk you through it. Want info on how to store, grade, or sell one? The 2017 Liberty Quarter Dollar, which refers to the quarters issued under the America the Beautiful Quarters program for that year. In 2017, 5 different designs were released, each representing a national site in a different U.S. state or territory. The America the Beautiful Quarters program ran from 2010 to 2021, celebrating national parks and sites in each U.S. state, D.C., and territories. Effigy Mounds National Monument, Iowa. Frederick Douglass National Historic Site, Washington, D.C. Ozark National Scenic Riverways, Missouri. Ellis Island, Statue of Liberty National Monument, New Jersey. George Rogers Clark National Historical Park, Indiana. Each design reflects a piece of regional heritage. Effigy Mounds, Iowa honors Native American earthworks. Frederick Douglass, D.C. celebrates the life of abolitionist Frederick Douglass. Ozark Riverways, Missouri showcases the natural beauty of the current river. Ellis Island, New Jersey symbol of immigration and liberty. George Rogers Clark, Indiana commemorates Revolutionary War efforts in the Northwest Territory. Each quarter was minted in 3 main locations. P. Philadelphia. D. Denver. S. San Francisco, mostly for uncirculated and proof coins. Note, mintages are approximate. Value, 25 cents to 50 cents, unless in high MS condition. Often found with scratches, loss of luster. MS, 65, $1 to $5. MS, 67 plus, rare $10 to $75 plus. Collector rolls and bags from the U.S. Mint are often the best source. Clad proof, S2 to $4. Silver proof, S5 to $15 depending on grade and market. Deep cameo, DCAM, proof 69/70, up to $25 to $50 plus. Each quarter contains Liberty. In God We Trust. United States of America. Quarter dollar. Year, 2017. Site name and location, e.g., Effigy Mounds, Iowa. E pluribus unum, out of many, 1. Mint mark, P, D, S, is placed on the obverse, near George Washington's ponytail. Full sets, proof plus uncirculated, are popular. Errors, e.g., doubled dies, off-center strikes, can significantly increase value. Silver proof sets contain 90% silver quarters, worth more based on silver content. If you'd like, I can break down each individual coin in 2017 in more detail, design story, artist, mintage breakdown, auction prices, etc. Want to dive deeper into one of them? The Liberty quarter dollar coin from 1986 is part of the U.S. Mint's Washington Quarter series, which began in 1932 and continues to the present day. Below is a detailed history, geography, and circulation conditions for this coin, as well as the values for uncirculated and proof coins. Design and composition. The design of the quarter dollar in 1986 continued the traditional features of the Washington quarter. The coin's obverse features a left-facing portrait of George Washington designed by John Flanagan in 1932. The reverse features an eagle with a shield, designed by Henry Voigt. Minting era. The 1986 quarter was part of the clad composition era, meaning it was composed of 75% copper and 25% nickel, with a reeded edge. This was after the switch from 90% silver content in the earlier quarters, pre-1965, to the clad version that started in 1965. Special releases. In 1986, the U.S. Mint produced the bicentennial quarters that continued into the early 80s, although these were issued earlier. The 1986 coin itself is a regular issue without any special commemorative marks. However, in the same year, the U.S. Mint introduced a Statue of Liberty coin, but that was a half-dollar design, not a quarter. Mint locations. The 1986 Liberty quarter was minted at the Philadelphia Mint, Denver Mint, and the San Francisco Mint. Philadelphia Mint produces coins without mint marks, so these are often referred to as Philadelphia, P, quarters. Denver Mint produces coins marked with a D, which is for the Denver Mint. San Francisco Mint minted proof versions of the coin, which are marked with an S. Circulation. The 1986 quarter was minted for general circulation and was released to the public for normal transactions. These coins are common and widely available. Over time, circulation wear, such as scratches or surface marks, can lower the coin's grade and value. Condition and grades. In terms of circulation condition, fine, F, or very fine, VF, examples of the 1986 quarter can be found without much difficulty. In these conditions, the coin might have visible wear but still retain much of the detail in Washington's portrait and the eagle on the reverse. In circulation, grades VG to XF, the coin's face value is 25 cents, and coins in worn condition may be valued around this or slightly more depending on demand, but they typically do not command premiums unless in excellent condition. Uncirculated, MS 60 to 70. The uncirculated coins, also known as mint state, MS, are those that were never used in public circulation and retain sharp, crisp details and mint luster. The value for an uncirculated 1986 quarter is typically around $1 to $2 depending on the coin's specific mint mark and condition within the mint state range. Proof coins, 1986. These are specially made coins that are struck multiple times using polished dies, resulting in a sharp, mirror-like finish. The 1986 proof quarter is marked with the S mint mark, indicating it was minted at the San Francisco Mint. 1986 proof quarter value. Proof quarters from 1986 are highly collectible, and in excellent condition. They can fetch around $5 to $10 or more, depending on market conditions. The 1986 quarter-dollar coin represents one of the final years of Washington quarters before the U.S. Mint switched to the state quarters series in 1999. However, the basic design remained largely the same for many decades. Below are some notable features. Mint marks. The D mint mark stands for the Denver Mint, S for the San Francisco Mint, proofs, and P for the Philadelphia Mint. Design. The obverse features George Washington's portrait, and the reverse shows an eagle with a shield. Mint condition versus circulation condition. The 1986 quarter dollar is quite common. And while it holds value in higher grades, such as MS-65 or higher, most are worth around their face value in regular circulation. Proof and uncirculated coins, however, can have higher value. Price trends. The price of proof and uncirculated coins will fluctuate with the coin market but is relatively stable compared to rarer coins. Errors. As with most coins, there may be error versions of the 1986 quarter, such as double strikes or off-center strikes, which can increase a coin's value if it is identified as such. Circulated condition, 25 cents, face value. Uncirculated, MS-60 to $71 to $2, can go higher for MS-65 or better. Proof coins, $5 to $10, depending on condition. Specialty or error coins can vary based on the error and rarity. These values are estimates and can fluctuate based on demand, condition, and rarity. Coins in mint state 65 or above, or proof coins with the right characteristics, may command higher prices.